Säbers. Vi flyttar oss från Göteborg till Säbers till Mühlbach i Transsylvanien.
Precis. Och
bara snabbt om vårt nya resepaket som vi har jobbat nu tillsammans med Dana här som är hotellentreprenör i Mühlbach eller i Säbers och som är min gamla skolkamrat dessutom. Hennes familj är en familj av entreprenörer. De har också startat en glassfabrik. Så de jobbar på många plan. Men just när det gäller hotellet så har vi börjat planera en väldigt bra, bekväm och omtänksam resa. Vi har försökt skapa faktiskt ett nytt program baserat på våra gamla program som redan var väldigt bra. Men nu måste vi tänka ut, vi kan inte låtsas att coronaviruset inte existerar. Vi kan inte låtsas att vi kan fortsätta resa på exakt samma sätt som vi gjorde förut. Så vi har nu jobbat hårt för att ta fram ett nytt program anpassat till den här verkligheten som vi har idag. Det vi har tänkt att det ska vara vi ska försöka hålla det fortfarande prisvärt som det har varit hittills, men utan att ta bort ifrån kvaliteten och från tryggheten framför allt. Och såklart så har vi tänkt på att vi måste ha milda avbokningsregler, för annars går det inte. Annars kommer vi inte, det går bara inte att inte ha det nu för tiden. Så vi har två typer av paket, två kategorier, men sen finns det olika såklart. Beroende på antal resenärer, priserna varierar. Men vi påbörjar från dessa priser som ni ser framför er. Och vi försöker att det är en grundläggande reseförsäkring ingår. Men ni är vana vid att ha en bra reseförsäkring ändå. Så detta kan vi diskutera för var och en om ni skulle vilja boka. Och nu måste jag vara lite säljigt. Ursäkta, jag måste göra lite reklam. Vi kommer att erbjuda en rabatt för att motivera er lite, och det här behöver inte innebära att ni binder er fast och ni kommer att förlora alla bokningsavgifter som ni betalar till oss, utan ni som har redan bokat med oss vet att vi är väldigt omtänksamma och att vi inte vill något annat än att ni ska ha det bra som resenärer, och även om inte ni kanske blir resenärer just nu. Så ni kommer att få en 10% rabatt för er alla som bokar senast den 30 april. Och detta är mest för att vi ska kunna planera och inte för att tvinga er att boka. Det är lite mer som en incentiv. Och sen får ni också, och här kommer den goda nyheten, jag måste skåla, jag måste säga norok, för det här vinet har kommit till Systembolaget och det kommer från Gidvej, cirka 1 timme från Säbers, vernissage, och ni kanske har redan provsmakat det här mousserande vinet. Det kom in, jag tror det var slutet på förra veckan. Kostar 89 kronor. Nu gör jag reklam, men jag bryr mig inte, för jag gör egentligen inte reklam, utan jag rekommenderar ett väldigt gott vin som kommer från mitt hemland. Dessutom från ungefär 1 timme från där mina föräldrar och min familj bor. Och dessutom så med våra resepaket så har vi även vinprovningar där. Så norok. Och så får ni en sån flaska på köpet när ni beställer en resa fram till den 30 april. Så detta var reklamen, nu är vi tillbaka. Och här kommer Nora och Dana berätta lite mer för er.
Precis, och nu kan jag fortsätta om resepaketets utgångspunkter som är följande. Framför allt bekvämlighet och säkerhet för våra resenärer. Vi har valt de säkraste, renaste hotellen med minst trängsel och precis som Gloria sa tidigare, framförallt hotellet Leul de Aur i Säbers, i vår hemstad. Sen har vi valt de aktiviteterna och utflykterna som kan utföras på covid-säkert sätt. Det är mycket naturvistelser, besök i den fria luften, i fjällen, på vingårdar, i små städer utan trängsel. Sen kommer vi självklart både klimatkompensera och använda resurserna för transport som finns för att göra resan på det mest klimatneutrala sättet som går. Och som Gloria sa så har vi redan våra 2 andra hedersgäster redan med oss. Lokala värdinna på en resa till Mühlbach, hotellentreprenörer Dana Genescu. Servus Dana, bine ai venit! Ne auzi?
Servus, mulțumesc de invitație!
Ne bucuram că ești aici, vi är så glada att du är med. Och på andra sidan har vi filmproducenten Eduard Schneiders som har fotat och filmat naturen och kulturen i Siebenbürgen i årtal. Servus Edi!
Servus, hello everybody!
Nu har jag pratat om detaljerna lite grann om programmet. Låt oss höra lite grann vad Dana har förberett för oss.
Många av sevärdheterna vi kommer att prata om kommer ni se också i en kort video som Eddie har förberett för oss. Men innan vi tittar på det så jag ska försöka prata på engelska och sen kanske om det finns någon som inte förstår kan vi översätta. We will ask Dana, who was the initiator of this project, to tell us a few words about the video.
Okay, so thank you so much for inviting me to be here with you. Actually, it was the initiative between me and Gloria. And why? Just a little short story about the relationship with me and Gloria. So we started to know each other since we were 7 years old. So we raised up in the same city. We were classmates in elementary school. We attended the same college, and after our ways separated, and we meet again 20 years later. So,
yeah,
it's actually a long period since we know each other.
Yeah,
you will see in the video that Transylvania is a very beautiful land. Me and Gloria set up a plan to take advantage of the most beautiful landscapes. So we did a selection. I'm sure you will enjoy very much the video that we have prepared. The location of the hotel, that is named the Gold Lion, gives us the opportunity to be in the middle of these attractions. So you can have one accommodation for the whole period, and you have the possibility to travel every day another direction. Mm-hmm. So it is a star itinerary. Mm-hmm. Considering so many opportunities to be visited in Transylvania, it was a little hard, let's say, to decide which part to include in the program. So I was thinking what I would like to visit if I am a tourist in Transylvania. So taking in consideration that Transylvania is surrounded by the Carpathian chain mountains, it is beautiful to have the chance to see these mountains. So the Transfiguration Road or Transalpina Road both bring you right up on the top of the highest mountain in Romania. So this is part of the plan that we have decided to be. Another important thing, if you arrive in Transylvania, it is a must to visit also the salt mine. It is something very unique. It is 100 meters underground, and it is considered the world's most spectacular natural underground formation shaped by people. I was written an article from a newspaper in Australia describing the beauty of this salt mine. When I have guests coming from abroad, I used to bring them here, and all of them enjoyed this attraction very much. And coming back from the salt mine, I definitely bring them to an Hungarian mansion, enjoying a traditional Hungarian meal in the middle of the nature. So in the program, you have these things included. I would like to let you understand, watching the video, how beautiful is this land in Romania. And Gloria told me that Swedish people love to spend time in the nature. So Transylvania is an unforgettable opportunity to spend your holiday. I am sure you will enjoy it. And more, there is a saying that a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. So this video will speak more than I can explain to you with the words. So thank you for the...
We thank you, Dana. It was it was really nice words. So almost like it equals the 1,000 words of a picture, but but it's true when you see with your own eyes, and that's what Eduard will soon show us. It's different. It will be an even better experience. And we are so grateful, Dana, that you are hosting us, and that you are so engaged, so involved, so committed to our local cause, so to say. Yes, thank you so much. And now let's go further to Eduard. Dana introduced the video so nicely. Now I think everybody is very curious to see what you've worked with so intensively in the past time, in the past few months or weeks or so.
That's true. So as Dana said, Transylvania is an amazing country, and it's a mixture, a melting pot, I would say, like the United States, of different cultures, religion, and people. So it is in Romania, but there are elements of Hungarian culture and history. There are German influences. So there were German settlers since the Middle Ages over here, and we all live together in harmony. So it's basically like 3 countries in one country. Okay, without further ado, let's see if I manage to share this video.
Do you know about this land, beyond the mighty Carpathian Mountains, which Prince Charles considers his second home? It has been the outpost of Western culture and Christianity against medieval invaders for centuries, and these fortresses still stand tall. Prince Vlad Dracula inspired the name of the vampire count in Bram Stoker's novel. But the real history behind the myth still waits for you to uncover it. We want to show you an introduction to Transylvania, the hidden gem of Europe. This region is the central part of Romania, and our base camp will be at the Leul de Aur hotel in Sebeș, right in the middle of Transylvania. It is half an hour drive from Sibiu International Airport by highway, and from here we can explore into any direction. To the north we have the Alba Iulia Citadel, which is only 15 minutes away from our hotel. It is one of Europe's latest and best preserved Vauban-style structures, and there's an incredible wine tasting cellar hidden below with an enormous collection of bottles from decades ago. Cluj is the capital of Transylvania, with rich cultural heritage and big shopping malls. The amazing Torta salt mine will take your breath away, really something that you have to see with your own eyes. Sighișoara and Bierton are further north and northeast, with all the wonderful villages and fortified churches on the road. To the east, we have Sibiu village, a traditional Romanian village, followed by Sibiu, European capital of culture. Then Alboada resort with their specialties and delicious traditional food, made like in the old days. Nearby is the amazing Transfăgărașan road, praised by Top Gear TV show as the most beautiful road in the world. Further east is Kurtz Monastery in Brașov city, boasting typical Transylvanian architecture. Next to Brașov is Bran, where you can visit the most notorious Dracula castle and make sure you pick the right souvenirs. To the south we have the Valley of the Beauty upstream of the Sebeș River and Transalpina Road, the highest road in Romania. Less than half an hour to the west, we have Arsenal Park Holiday Resort and Aqua Park. Dazzling places for outdoor adventures and water resort. Followed by Corvin's Castle in Hunedoara, where many Hollywood movies have been filmed lately. It's the real deal, although it looks like a fairy tale film set. Finally, there is also Sarmisegetusa Regia, an ancient megalithic site hidden in mystery for more than 2,000 years. Discover the beautiful landscape and wild nature as it used to be in Western Europe decades, if not centuries ago. Touch plants and witness animals in their natural habitat as an ultimate adventure into the past. Find out about the traditional cuisine and taste the fine wine while getting to know the people and their heritage. Sebeș has its own points of interest, such as the amazing Protestant cathedral, the city museum, or the Red Ravine, a unique natural preservation site, all nearby your favorite place to stay, Hotel Leul de Aur in Sebeș. Experience Transylvania and enjoy your stay.
Jag blir så sugen på att resa.
Du är 5 mil ifrån där.
Jag vet, men jag vill åka nu.
Nu ska vi ge en big hand of applaud.
Ja,
Det var värt spänningen. It was worth the introductory waiting. It was really good, and I see that the new details are really nice. So it was really worth to perfect it. And now let us know a little bit about yourself, Eddie, because you have such a broad background and profession, and you've been a music producer in the 90s.
The best music producer in Romania.
Yeah, during the 90s, and then it's such a pleasure to work with you, and you have such a cool studio. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your work and about your studio, and give us a little bit of a tour.
Ja, kära gäster, lite grann om Eduard kan jag berätta på svenska. Han är också musikproducent. Han var den populärsta han började faktiskt på 90-talet. Och han var den populärsta, så alla musik från 90-talet och 2000-talet är producerat. Alla bra musik och populär musik i Rumänien är producerad i vår stad. Tack Eddie. I just said that all of the good music produced in Romania in the 90s and the early 2000s is produced in Sebeș, in our town, thanks to you, Eddie.
We are very proud about this, and I don't want to make this video about me, so let's do it really brief. I am born here in Sebeș, but I was raised in Germany. My family left Romania in the 1980s, and I grew up in Hamburg, Germany, and then I studied in France. But I returned to Sebeș because my roots are very deep here, and hopefully you will find out and you will like this as much as I do. So I don't show you all of this here around me to brag. I just want to tell you and show you that I'm passionate about many things. I started with music, just as you said, but then I switched to filmmaking. And yes, if you're curious, I can show you a bit around and show you what I have done so far over here. Let's see how I switch the camera. You hear me?
Yes.
Good, loud and clear. Like this.
Wow.
Good. So we should start maybe from the outside. This used to be a factory, a leather factory back in the 1890s. It's a really old building, as you saw from the outside, and I try to preserve as much as possible the original elements. So this floor, for example, is the original floor from the 19th century. And I have, for example, what you see on the ceiling is fabric, which I found in the factory, leftovers from the production, which I've recycled. And this is leather, which I found in the factory. It's just before it shut down, and this was sewing machine from the factory. I don't know if you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have revamped it into a makeup table, and I have kept this industrial elements, the gears and all that.
Wow.
Here we have a hole in the ceiling. It used to rain for a long time, and I said it's too easy just to cover it up and repair it, and I said let's make a work of art of it. So I've stuck a ship anchor through it. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it symbolizes kind of the connection for me between God, divinity, and us poor people who are narrow-minded in a birdcage, you know. But God tries to pull us towards Him with the ship anchor. And
Such symbolism, you know. And the thing that you're we talked about you a little bit 2 weeks ago when we were presenting Mühlbach or Sebeş for our guests. Vi har pratat om Eduard och även om Dana, and we were telling also about Dana and her family. We were gossiping you guys in a very nice way and telling what preparing this what we're doing today and letting our guests know what you're working with. So we were telling also about Eddie that he's a recycler, kind of trying to make the best out of the things that are there, going in this perspective that we were talking about with our previous guest about the climate change, about taking care about the environment and using what already is there. So sorry, I go on.
No, you picked up greatly on this. So these are also leftovers from the factory and bits and pieces, machines, which many people would have just thrown away and would have said this is old iron. But I said there was so much pain and effort and genius to make these in the past. So I had to make something out of it. And if you have time, after I show you this tour, I can show you another video which I did about a good friend of mine who is also an artist. Look at this, for example. This is a seat, full metal seat. I don't know if you can see it.
We do.
It's a nautic design, to say it like this. So it's as if it had, it's from a fish. And actually it was an old gas bottle. Or, for example, this chair, which she made. This is made from iron. So it's a basic iron pipe, which she forged and bent and made this marvelous chair.
Into a chair.
So I have a big respect for her as a person, and I think it's worth seeing what she does. She does many other things, and I can't wait to introduce her to you.
You know,
anyway,
sometimes we do have guests that are interested in local things that they can buy, even bigger things. I had a group that they wanted to buy a huge wooden table, handmade table here in Sibiu, and we managed to do that. So maybe we could even do that.
Wow. Well, she has all sizes of things. So behind this door, we have video studio. So you know, from the movies, the green screen, all that. So if you place people in front of this green screen, you can film them, and then you know how it works from Zoom. It's the same principle. Exactly. Just this is the real deal.
Mm-hmm. That's a really big green screen.
And then
a huge studio.
I've been working on the sound studio. So this, what I just showed you, was photo and video, and the sound studio is behind a concealed door, which is
what?
So this is the secret entrance.
Okay, this wasn't there last time I was there.
It's always evolving. Always something new is coming. So this is the sound studio. It is Star Wars themed. You know, I'm a big fan of Star Wars. It's a movie which shaped my childhood. And so we have Darth Vader here in full size. If you want to take a selfie with him. Exactly, that's it. And these are the guts of an old piano from 1886. I tried to restore it, but it was impossible. It was really highly damaged. So I turned it into something else. These are my productions. I did more than 100 albums, but I don't want to brag with this. I want to show you the cool stuff.
You're one of the most modest people I know, this is really.
So this is the piano. This is the piano from 1886. which I've transformed with the help of a lot of friends who all contributed to this. And it's like all kinds of crazy stuff. Here are the on-off buttons, which are made from firework pumps, all kinds of crazy stuff. The clock is like from a James Bond movie from the 1950s, you know, where you see the ball. Exactly, that's the kind of stuff. And so basically it's an electronic piano. I took out all the guts which are up there, and I've mounted a computer on the inside and the lights and the big speaker in the back. And now it can be a regular piano, but it can be a lot more. Just have all the things. So
we could do a whole tour just in your studio, Eddie.
Yeah, exactly.
It can be like a freak show attraction, you know.
but seriously, it's like an excursion. We need to put that on the program, Dana.
If you want.
Yeah.
So listen.
You need to come for more days here.
Yeah.
Oh, this gimmick is incredible.
Yes, I have visited the studio from Eddie, and it's wonderful.
And this is another piano which I transformed into, it's something like a traditional instrument, țambal, it's called in Romanian, but it's way bigger. So it's also from another piano, the entire guts, and I put it on this motor, which lifts hydraulically, and then you play. There are people who know to play really, really well on this. This is a collection of old TV sets. It's the museum, as we call it. And there's some particularities. Who's from Romania knows what this is. This is a kitsch design element from the 1960s and 70s. Everybody had this in his house because it was the symbol of prosperity.
I still have mine, but not on the TV because I have a flat screen, so I put it next to the TV.
Okay. So it was on everybody's TV set, and with this, handmade by grandma. This was the standard. Everybody had this, so it makes every Romanian smile. We'll have to explain it to people who are not familiar. Here are the radio sets, all kinds of radios and strange devices. This was a military switchboard from World War II, like a phone communication thing. And I've transformed it to also make the computer screen fit into it, and it's under construction yet. Whatever.
Oh no, not whatever. It's gonna be really cool to follow up and see what's gonna appear next. Den här dörren, alltså, I have to say that in Swedish. Vi spelar in det här och vi kommer att skicka så att ni ser ordentligt den här hemliga dörren som Eduard har byggt. Det är helt galet att det är som ett rymdskepp. Ja.
Oh, R2D2.
It does sound like a rymdskepp. Rymdskepp is a spacecraft or a spaceship. Wow.
So it's all kinds of stuff which are made just to have fun and maybe do film scoring and stuff like that. So after producing music and producing films, every section took 10 years of my life. I think the next 10 years will be about combining those and making maybe film music. This is it in a nutshell.
Wow, but I don't think you will have to wait 10 years. I think it's on almost kind of on already. But speaking of that, when we think about the film that we saw, it's about 3 minutes. And we will make it available from Dana's homepage, from the hotel's homepage, so our guests can see it and share it and so on. Filmen finns också på våra kanaler, framförallt på Facebook har vi delat det, så ni kan återse den ännu lugnare och inte med den här fördröjningen, kära gäster. But you know, it's 3 minutes and it took you probably like 3 years to put, like, of course not to put them together, but to film them, or maybe more, I don't know.
It took me 15 years, about 15 years in total. There are images which I shot with my first camera before I was a professional filmmaker. So it's kind of the best of all those years. And it's a short film, but it took me very long because it was really hard to pick the shots and just put them together to present as short, as briefly as possible, Transylvania, which we all love and which hopefully you will discover and you will like to.
Yes. Thank you so much, Eduard, for this. And thank you so much, Dana, for having this initiative. And it was a great collaboration, or it is, because we've just started it. Well, we've had it, but kind of now we put everything together for you, dear guests from Sweden and also from abroad. But nu fokuserar vi på kära gäster från Sverige. Och det är därför vi har också gjort de här undertexterna så att man kan följa det ännu snabbare eller ännu bättre på videon. Och I think everybody is very happy with being able to see less usual studio or working place in Romania, but quite representative for our hometown, because you are both very representative, both Dana and you are figures from our hometown, from Sebeș, that are really doing something for the local community and that are striving to help us travel agents to show this beauty of our region to the world. So thank you so much for being with us. It was really a pleasure and we appreciate that.
Thank you. So if there is time left, if you want, I can show you 2-minute films about this iron workshop, how they work and what marvelous things they do.
Tack så mycket kära gäster, tack så mycket Eddie, tack så mycket Dana, tack så mycket Gloria, tack så mycket allihopa. Det var en jätteintressant avsnitt idag. Eller hur Gloria?
Ja, det var väldigt intressant och det var många överraskningar för oss. It was quite a few surprises for us. I mean, many surprises for us. We prepared this. We knew what was going to happen, but still we had a lot of surprises. So it was really cool to have you. So thank you, Dana, and thank you, Eddie. We are so grateful, and we are grateful for our guests. Kära gäster, tack för er tid. Och som sagt, ni är välkomna tillbaka till nästa avsnitt som kommer att vara i april. Once again, thank you for the guided tour in your studio, and thank you Dana for the beautiful words. Tack för idag, och nästa vecka kommer vi faktiskt ses på ett annat, inte på Resa hemifrån serien utan tillsammans med Mårten Hågström. Sen kommer vi inte ses så ofta som vi brukade göra. Så, men vi kommer att hålla kontakten, ni kommer att få certifikatet från The Perfect World Foundation, ni kommer att få vårt reseprogram som vi har kallat för Sebers Peace of Mind, eftersom det kommer att vara väldigt fredfullt, väldigt peaceful reseprogram. Och sen kommer vi återkomma med inbjudan till nästa avsnitt. Så tusen tack för idag, mulțumim frumos. Thank you so much. La revedere.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye. Thank you.
La revedere.
La revedere.